brands should be able to communicate clearly.
Visuals help people to see, make them to be enticed to what the brand, the new.
Your delivery should be very consistent across board. Whatever you say A, your A should be A. Whatever B you say should be B. Your product should be steadily available.
That a brand designer also creates visuals for the environment of the brand, because
Welcome to Catalyzing. Branding. It isn't your logo. It's not just about colors. It is perception, structure, and stewardship. When growth outpaces preparation, when excellence costs more, where every decision you make shapes people's belief about you.
Tell us about your industry.
I'm a brand designer. My work as a brand designer is to create brand assets for brands, create a guideline, something we call brand guideline.
Brand industry, it's a very fast-moving industry. It's basically an industry where education meets technology. It means that we are moving from traditional way of doing things to a fully digital processes, where people in Kaduna, Katsina, River State can easily have access to courses, institutions, internship from the comfort of their home while they are on the education platform.
Brand guideline and brand book are two different things, but they're almost the same, but brand guideline is more detailed in the design aspect also. My work is as a brand, you've got to start a brand, you need a brand design. I create your logos, your assets, be your stationery assets, your marketing assets, that's all designed, the things you need for that full brand from the start to the end. Every single thing you need, both your print materials, create that also.
Here's what's amazing about this entire system is the fact that we are bridging employability gap. Every year, Nigerian universities churn out a whole lot of graduates, but however, these companies are saying that these graduates are not employable. EdTech Kids providing a solution to this is bridging employability gap. It is basically imparting people and at the same time making sure that everybody is employable within the entire industry.
With a brand guideline that helps the brand to stay consistent and coherent across all platforms and for a long period of time. So it all works with the clients coming to me. This is what they want. Then we work with the tone of the brand, the vision of the brand, and how we want the brand to be felt. So yeah, that is what I do.
So operational mistakes in my industry, I think that a lot of companies launch too quickly without doing feasibility studies. Who are the segment that they are really trying to, like, what solution are they trying to really provide? What is the segment that they are trying to provide that solution to? And at the same time, I think that bureaucratic processes, it's also a problem. So poor onboarding. So edtech users abandon platforms that are clustered, they are just everywhere. They want a very, very simple end-to-end use, in terms of platform. And at the same time, customers tend to fall out when you ignore their feedback.
Usually when it comes to it's always in the brand design. There are some designs that do not stand test sometimes. Some designers can decide to do design just because it's trending and it now affects the brand in a very long time. So mistakes like that are made. You need to make a design that can stand the test of time, and that can only be done if the design is simple, timeless, and just looking at it, you already know what the logo is all about. Then creating brand guidelines that are not restrictive. Because normally brand guidelines are supposed to help you to be consistent with your brand across all platforms and going forward. And it should be in a way that whereby in the next change, okay, this can work for this can work for that, especially in whatever things are being chosen for the brand guide.
So if I was to give an advice about building clientele, what would it be? I would say that you should focus on value, trust, and outcome. In whatever you do, your entire process, be human first. Make sure that your messaging is clear, Make sure that the value you are providing, it is real value and not just some charades or charades. Stay consistent in visible, like be consistent in your niche, and at the same time buy confidence from people. Make sure that what you are delivering is absolutely what you are delivering and not saying something else and doing something else. Then build a track record through results and storytelling. Be clear about the kind of problem that you are solving. I think basically if you have all of that, you are good to go.
Like, let's take a picture of if a person goes to a barbing salon and see the environment. You don't need to be told that what they are giving you a luxury service.
Perception of your product, basically everything, right? In edtech, users often decide within seconds which platform that is very intuitive, that is trustworthy and aligned with their goals. Your products, the manner at which you communicate, your responsiveness, every touch point basically shapes the user journey.
The first thing is how people see your brand. So this also comes with brand design, and that's why there's certain client that will meet some certain brand designer. They want to do a branding for a very low amount, and definitely you see someone that will do your brand for a low amount, but it will not be premium design, it's not a premium logo, it's not a premium flyer, it's not a premium brand package. So it's important that also the designs you are pushing out should be premium.
So if perception is broken, adoption suffers itself, right? It means that if your process is not clearly stated from your internal processes, what marketing does, what sales does, right? If it's totally different, or even customer service, just the hello that people see, if it's not in accordance, adoption basically suffers. So
All out for emotion design. I do motion design, I do brand design. You need motion design, you need brand design. So people see like, wow, I've seen instances where people see brands, we patronize brand based on how the designs are. Like, oh, wow, who made this
one
motion?
thing is for you to understand what your solution delivers, right? I'm going to liken it to somebody who has been having a very high grade in school. You are very certain that you're going to finish with the first class, no matter what happens. This is what the industry or your company is supposed to look like. Because you are excellence driven, right? Your quality is consistent, there's a solid infrastructure, supporting research and innovation. They are all types.
There are different types of brand designers. Yeah, there are brand designers with little or no experience, but still. I know my work. I know how long I have been on it. I know the courses that I've had to take. I know the studies that I've had to go through. But I know the intention that I put towards my design. So anytime I give charges to clients, some do not reach back, then some do. Because I know what I offer. I know the ideas that I have when it comes to, and apart from designing, I studied a building course in school to understand the structures when it comes to design. There are structures that must be in place. You cannot just start a building and not putting, maybe you are building your house, the top floor is yellow, the down is red, the middle. It's just too many color riots that are happening. So I already know structures when it comes to a house. So I also put that in my design. There are structures, there are different levels to the design, the whole design. And being a brand designers, we do the whole full package. When I mean a brand design, it's not just your logos. Whatever brand, let's say you are a medical brand, I'm doing your logo, I'm doing your cards, your flyers, your business card, your letterhead, your social media page, social media assets, your merchandise branding. So there are a lot of branding that goes through. So I know what I offer is always premium. So I understand when people might not be able to pay for it.
When you are building a brand that values excellence, right, you are charging for access, you are charging for outcomes, you are charging for the value that you are bringing because you know what your value is solving. Rapid growth is very, very exciting, especially for startup firms. But however, or even small companies itself. But without structure, it basically exposes the cracks internally. It means that hiring is too fast without cultural alignment. It also means that you end up chasing trends instead of building core value. It means that you are neglecting customer education and onboarding. And lastly, you are underestimating infrastructural needs. So what I will say is that in as much as you are excited about what is happening, you need to fix the cracks before you go on.
It's very important. But at the end of the day, it's very important. If there is no good communication, how you want your brand to be. Just like if something is not done well on the inside, it's definitely not going to look out. It's not going to look good outside. Even though probably might look good on the first day, at the end of the day, it's not last long.
So basically what happens in this case is that the brand loses integrity, and that's the worst thing that can ever happen to your brand. Considering the new social media frenzy where any small spark is trending, right, you would not want to put yourself in that situation. So if you preach innovation but your internal culture is resisting the change, users will sense it sooner or later.
So brand communications are very important. Just like this communication, you also say it when it comes to brand design. One of the first things that are very important is when you meet a client, communication is key, because that communication allows you to understand what the client wants and what his visions are for that brand. As a brand designer, communications are always very important, because if the communications are not well, if the communications are one-sided or it's not complete, the design itself will not be complete. So communications are very, very important. And also one of the things of brand design is you are communicating to the customers what you are all about. The communication goes in different ways, from the client to the brand designer, from the brand designer, the people that are showing the designs about the brand.
Right. Why internal realities doesn't really match your external messaging, the brand becomes inconsistent, and really inconsistent first. And that's something a company would want to avoid, especially in this golden age.
If there is bad communication internally about the brand, how is definitely going to affect how it comes out, because the internal always affect the external. So it's very important that there's good communication of, okay, this is how I want my brand to be visually. Then it allows brand designer to give you exactly what you want and what the customer wants.
Creating memorable value-driven experience.
So some of the practical ways that brands can create memorable value-driven experience. I'm speaking for my industry. I will say that one includes creating personalized learning pathways. Again, the Nigerian universities or African universities are churning out a lot of graduates, while yet the employability circle is very, very small. Now, for tech industry, I would advise that because we are coming from different backgrounds, different learning dynamics, you could create personalized learning pathways, even for people who have been practicing in the industry for a very long time.
It's bigger than marketing. I usually customer reviews, because it speaks. Because marketing, you do all your influencers, you create whatever. The best way for a brand, if it's sell apart from marketing, and that is the end. And that's usually the end goal of branding. The branding is how your customers feel about your brand. If the customer comes to your brand to take something from you, the experience is good. So by themselves, push your brand for you. Outside, go take
Yes, I
pictures.
know that customers can be very frustrating. But at the same time, right, you've been trained, you are a professional, you're going to treat customers like you're treating a baby that is throwing tantrums, right? Make sure that you understand what they need and solve it accordingly. Then you should be able to build intuitive user journeys that are very stress-free, that at the click of a button, a customer can move from point A to point B. Then lastly, I understand that AI is driving our world right now, but however, maintain human support and not just automated systems, right? People feel connected to your brand when they have a feeling that it is human driven.
Which is very important that you also contact a designer. The designer designs your workspace, be it you work online or your brand is an office space. A designer will come, create something that is very, very, very pleasing to the eye. The customer comes, they want to take pictures on their own. We all love fine places, we all love beautiful places. The aesthetics of a place always pushes customers to come back. So apart from the marketing, one way that can work perfectly well is how the consumers feel about your brand. If they come to your place and the place is not looking the way they see your brand, probably looking like something entirely different, they will not want to do anything. They will probably just leave there without any review. But if their experience, the
come in there, their staircase is beautiful. They are seeing designs of what your brand is about. They are seeing like you have like wallpapers of designs, which is something that I do. Those things everywhere, like the walls are being branded about what the brand is about. Easily they will take a picture, post it, and people are like, where did you take a picture? Where is this place? What is happening there? Like, is this brand? This is what I went to buy. From there, referrals to words of mouth. You don't even need to stress much about budget for marketing, but this
Brand collaboration.
So, yes, brand collaboration is very important. In some cases, at the end of the day, it's not all collaborations that works. So brand collaboration is very important, whereby two brands come together to collaborate.
Okay, so for brand collaboration, what I will say is that no man is an island. Collaboration works well within the edtech space. It means that you as an edtech founder or you as an edtech company, you could easily collaborate with content creators. You could collaborate with universities that their students can easily flow into the pipeline. You could collaborate with other HR firms. You could collaborate with associations, with universities. Just think about it. So the key alignment is in values, vision, and learner impact. Poorly matched collaborations basically dilute your brand. It means that there's this popular thing that they say like attracts like, right? Once you are collaborating, you have to collaborate with people who are within your sense.
It's very important too that it's not just collaborating, how they need to call a brand designer. That's where I come in. You come, okay, what is the new way? What is the new direction for this brand collaboration? What are the plans? What are the structure for it? Not just a brand designer, I call also a brand strategist. We sit down, we discuss, okay, this is what this collaboration, this is what we want to achieve. You understand? So the first thing people see is how you are online, because now with the age we live in now, most things are done online. So you know that the only way you can push your product online is by design. So push your design from the boot. So that's the way I come in. We create visuals for you, push it out, show, okay, this is what we are now, this is how we are now. First of all, most brands, especially online, one of the things that pushes people to your brand is how they see your brand online. So, and major thing is that's where your brand designer comes in, your brand service comes in. Then other brands specialists that helps you to push these new brand collaborations out. Because what people see online, people can say, people can actually patronize you because of how good your designs are to be wearing. If your designs are good, people like, this design, which they will be even big traction to your page. So brand collaborations are good, pushes the brand out, and also it's also important that you have good brand designers and brand secretaries around you in order to push the new designs and the new product out.